Good morning, my friends. I welcome you all to my channel, our channel Board and Beyond. So let's start with the learning. This is lecture number 8A on polynomials, right? So where did we leave in the last class? We left it with this problem. Okay. So I think with this approach also you can solve the problem, but it will be slightly lengthier. Okay. So let's use one of those tips that I had given you in the last class. So using that, what we do here is, I'll just rub it off, okay, and then try to explain it to you. So we'll just see, this is the biquadratic polynomial given to us, and we are expected to find all the roots for this biquadratic polynomial. Okay, if one of the root is 2 plus root 3 and another is 2 minus root 3, right? So we do sum of the roots. Alpha plus beta is equal to how much? 2 plus root 3 plus 2 minus root 3. So which leaves me with 4, right? We do alpha into beta, okay, that is equal to 2 plus root 3 into 2 minus root 3. This is of the form a plus b into a minus b, which gives me equal to a square minus b square. So 2 square minus root 3 whole square, which is also equal to 4 minus 3, which is also equal to 1. Right? So we have got product of the roots, sum of the roots and product of the roots. So using these two, we will write a standard form of an quadratic equation, right? So that will be, I'll write it here. This is f of x, so let's take it as g of x. G of x will be equal to x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta, right? This is the standard form of the quadratic equation, which leaves me x square minus alpha plus beta is nothing but 4x plus 1. Okay. Now I think this part you have understood. So basically I'll rub off this part and try to explain what is why is that we have found out this, right? Now friends, as I said you earlier, that if from these two roots we have formed a quadratic equation, right? So since these two roots are the roots for this biquadratic polynomial, so the equation formed, let me repeat, for this these are the two roots given for this biquadratic polynomial. I'll go a little slow, please try to understand. These two are the roots given for this biquadratic polynomial. So the equation formed, or the quadratic equation formed, okay, with these two roots will be a factor of biquadratic polynomial, right? Okay, please remember it. So in other words, what do I mean to say is that this is a factor of this biquadratic polynomial. Okay, so if this is a factor, let us try to find out the other factor, okay, by simply dividing it. So x square minus 4x plus 1, I am dividing how much? X power 4 minus 6x cube minus 26x square plus 138x minus 35, right? So I need to eliminate this, so x square here, right? So x raised to power 4 minus 4x cube plus x square. So this becomes 6 minus 6 plus 4, that is equal to minus 2 x cube, and this becomes minus 27x square, right friends? Okay, I bring down this plus 138x down. Now I need to eliminate this. So first I write minus 2. Then x needs to be cubed. So I write x. Okay. Minus 2x cubed. Okay. So this becomes now minus into minus, it becomes plus. So plus 8x square. Right. This becomes minus 2x. So plus minus plus. This cancels. This becomes how much? 27 plus 8. 35. X square plus 140 x. I bring down this minus 35 down. Now I need to eliminate this minus 35. So what I do is that minus 35, I write it like this here, minus 35 simply. I think that's it. Minus 35 x square. Now this is 4, minus into minus is plus. 4 into 35 is nothing but 140. Okay, and x minus, right, minus, plus into minus is minus 35. Plus minus plus. So my friends, what are the two factors that I have got? One is this, okay, and another factor what I have got, I will write it here. This is x square minus 2x minus 35. This is my another factor. Okay, so we have got two factors for this biquadratic polynomial. Now using these two factors, let us try to find out the roots. This is biquadratic polynomial, friends. So it will have maximum of how many roots? Please remember, it will have maximum of 4 roots. Okay. So taking the second one, x square minus 2x plus 35. Right. Now we try to factorize this. This is equal to 35. So 35 can we break it into two parts so that, yeah, we can. So product is 35x square. If I write minus, no. 35 has got only two factors, right? 7 and 5, nothing else, right? So 7 and 5 if I do, no, I will not get minus 2x. Fine. So let's do one thing. We know that we are not able to factorize it here. I hope I have not done any mistake here. Okay. So what happens is, if I am not able to factorize it, let's do one thing. Equate it to 0. Move on to the next. Minus 35. I am trying to transpose it to other side. This is of the form, my friends, x square minus 2 into a, that is x, into b. What should I write? B is equal to 1 here. Correct? Then only this will be remaining unaltered. Okay. Plus b square, that is 1 square, is equal to minus 35. What I have done? I have added 1 square. I have added this on the left hand side. Let me add it on the right hand side as well, so that the equation is not altered. Okay. So this becomes x plus x minus 1, whole square is equal to minus 34. Right? So x minus 1 is equal to minus root 34. Correct? So x is equal to 1 minus, okay, it was into minus root 34. Okay, so 1 second, just hold on. 1 second, just hold on. Let me just think over it. 1 second. Oh, friends. Sorry. I apologize. See, this is minus 35. What mistake I have done is, this would be minus 35. Now we will be able to factorize. I am so sorry. I have wasted your almost 3 minutes of time. Okay. So friends, now what do we do is, we factorize it now. I just made just mistake of a plus and minus is actually leading us into trouble. So x square, then I can factorize it, minus 7x plus 5 minus 35 is equal to 0. Correct, right? Because yeah, right. So x minus 7 right? So this is x plus 5 and x minus 7 is equal to 0. So equating these two terms one by one to 0, we get x is equal to minus 5 or x is equal to 7. So these are the two roots. Previously there were two roots. Now we are ending up with 4 roots. Okay. So since this equation, this quadratic equation or polynomial is made with this as roots, so definitely this will have this and this as roots. So we have found out all the 4 roots. So let's summarize it here. So alpha is equal to 2 plus root 3, beta is equal to 2 minus root 3, gamma is equal to minus 5, and let's call it as delta is equal to 7. So these are the 4 roots for this biquadratic polynomial. Okay friends, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so all these problems friends, whatever I have chosen here, okay, I be very wise in choosing the problems, because these problems will give you I'm so sorry, multiple concepts. Okay, so that in the examination or in wherever you are writing the test or examination, what happens is that you are able to use the learnings which you take away from here and try to solve the problems, because the generic problems everybody would be able to solve it, but when it comes to a critical problem or in the sense which has got little twisted or which has got little lengthy, then the people get stuck. Okay, I do not want you people to get stuck there out. Okay, move on to the next one friends. Okay, so if alpha and beta are the 0 of the polynomial f of x is said to be x square minus 5x plus k, and alpha and beta are the two roots, and alpha minus beta is equal to 1. So these are the 3 things given. Find the value of k. So I'll just summarize the question. For this polynomial, okay, alpha and beta are the 2 roots, and the first condition is alpha minus beta is equal to 1. Okay, then we are expected to find the value of k, right? So from this quadratic polynomial, what can we actually derive? Alpha plus beta is how much friends? Minus b by a, as we remember from the previous classes, right? So alpha plus beta is equal to b minus b by a, which leads to minus of minus 5 divided by a, that is 1, that is equal to 5. Now friends, just try to, I'll just write it here, alpha plus beta is equal to 5. Now try to figure out okay, that if we are given alpha minus beta and if we are given alpha plus beta, how is that to find out? Okay, right. One way of finding it out is through linear equation in two variables, which you are going to study next. Okay. Another way of finding it out is basically using an identity. Okay. So let's say alpha plus beta whole square minus alpha minus beta whole square is equal to how much, my friends? Alpha square plus 2 alpha beta plus beta square. Here it is minus alpha square cancelling out, minus 2 alpha beta, which becomes plus 2 alpha beta, so is equal to 4 alpha beta. You are able to get it? If you expand it, you will actually get it, right? So I am not getting into that, you can do it at your time. Okay. So this and this value is known to us. This is equal to 5 square minus 1 square is equal to 4 into alpha into beta, which is equal to 25 minus 1 is 24. 24 divided by 4 is equal to alpha beta, which says that alpha into beta is equal to 6. Right friends? So we have found out alpha into beta is equal to 6 here. But alpha into beta, okay, should be equal to how much from the quadratic polynomial? It should be equal to c by a, right? You can see here. So alpha beta is equal to c by a, which is equal to c is equal to nothing but k by a is 1. Okay. So this signifies that these two should be equal. This. Right? You are able to follow me? Because alpha into beta is equal to k as per this equation, polynomial, and alpha into beta is equal to 6. Okay. So k is equal to 6. Right? So this is how you can do it. Once you know the linear equation in two variables, you can basically add these two things. 2 alpha is equal to 6, then alpha is equal to 3, and then if you subtract the 2, you alpha gets cancelled, and then you get 2 beta is equal to 4 and beta is equal to 2. So alpha into beta is equal to 6. Right? Okay friends. Now let us move on to the next one, right? So if 1 0 of a polynomial, 1 0 of a polynomial ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, standard form, ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, one root is said to be 0. So alpha is equal to 0. We are expected to find the product of the other roots. Find the product of the other roots. So the question here, my friend, is that a cubic polynomial has been given to us. Okay, one of the root has been given as 0. We are expected to find the product of the other two roots. Okay, this generally comes in either 1 mark question or 2 mark question. Okay, now, so we know what are the three relations between coefficient and the roots. Okay, so alpha plus beta plus gamma. For a cubic polynomial, how much is it, my friends? Minus b by a. You remember it, right? Just for your remembrance. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus alpha gamma is equal to how much? C by a. Alpha into beta into gamma is equal to minus b by a. Okay? Just for you to brush it up. right? So from here, see alpha is equal to 0, so which gives me beta plus gamma is equal to minus b by a. It remains unaltered, right? Now since alpha is equal to 0, this term becomes 0, this becomes 0, so beta into gamma is equal to c by a. Okay, so friends, we stop it here because whatever we wanted to find out actually has come here, right? We wanted to find out the product of the other two roots, which is here. No need to move further, right? Okay, let's move on to the next one. One of the zero of the cubic polynomial x cube plus ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, this is the cubic polynomial given to us. Okay, 1 0 is equal to minus 1, 1 0 is equal to minus 1, right? We need to find the product of the other two zeros. Okay, product of the other two roots, right? Now friends, just now we did a problem of this kind, so you try it at your leisure time. Okay, I'm not going to basically do it again. Okay, you please try it, right? We will move on to the next one because this you can always do that. Okay, so the number of polynomial having zeros as minus 2 and 5. Okay, so the number of polynomial having zeros as minus 2. So alpha is equal to minus 2 and 5. Beta is equal to 5. So the question here is, my friends, how many quadratic polynomial is possible with their roots as minus 2 and 5? You need to think. How many quadratic polynomials are possible here? Okay, so few of them write only one. Okay, but the answer is it's 3 or more. Okay, I'll just tell you how. Okay, so if this is the root, let us find the first quadratic polynomial, right? So what happens? Alpha plus beta is how much, my friends? Minus b by a. Sorry, that because we have not found out. So this is equal to minus 2 plus 5, that is equal to 3. Alpha beta is equal to minus 10. So the quadratic polynomial will be x square plus minus 3x alpha plus beta into x minus 10. You got it? You are getting it now? So this is the quadratic polynomial for which the roots will be minus 2 and 5. Now what happens is that, okay, this is one of the quadratic polynomial f of x for which these two are the roots. Now if we multiply a constant term to this polynomial, let us say we multiply with 2, which leaves me with 2x square minus 6x minus 20, and try to find out the roots for this quadratic polynomial, right? So 40 is nothing but 10 into 4. Okay, so taking 2 as common, x as common, this leaves me with x minus 5, 4 common, x minus 5, so 2x plus 4 and x minus 5. So this gives me x is equal to 2, sorry, minus 2, right? 4 that side, minus 4 divided by 2, minus 2, and x is equal to 5. See, again we have landed to the same situation. So the we can actually multiply with 3 also, right, across the equation, right? So with roots as -2 and 5, we will be able to form 3 or more, okay, quadratic polynomials which will have these roots. Okay, let us move on to the next one. So I think the next one is pretty difficult, dear friends. Next one what I have chosen is pretty difficult, which I will not be able to complete in the stipulated time. So let us take it up in the next session, right? So friends, this is all from me for your lecture number 8A. Okay, let us meet in the next class. Okay, so that will be polynomial 9A, and wherein we will try to wind up the classes on polynomials, right? So with this, we have given I have given you all the concepts which you can actually use, okay, during the examination or for your further studies. Okay, this is not just from the board perspective, that is your board examination perspective. Okay, so I'm trying to give you concepts which you will be using it in multiple places, like your competitive examinations and other things, right? And maybe for your further studies as well. Okay, so till the time we meet next, we thank you for attending the class, and then be healthy, keep learning. Okay, bye, take care, God bless you all. Thank you.